Okay, so I've set up a another race here where in this example we're going to go through a scenario where we've got people starting while people are finishing. This is sometimes it's a very rare event, but I've seen some races where I've seen one guy have a beach run where people can show up anytime within like an 8-hour window and start whenever they want, and they start at one place and finish at the same location, but the system needed to track the first time they went through as their start time and the second time they went through as a finishing time. Well, that wasn't doable in the past, and so now I've got it to where that can be done. Now, based on the social distancing stuff going on now, you may still have a race where you've got to separate people by so much that you do have people finishing while other people are starting. Now, again, this feature will only be used if the finish line and starting line are at the same location. If your finishing line and starting line are different locations, well, that's easy. It doesn't matter if people are starting and finishing at the same time. They're going to be picked up by one system. The starting line system totally separate than the finish line system, so it doesn't matter if some people are starting while they're finishing there. But in this case, we're going to have one mat that everyone's going to cross over when they start and finish. So what we've done here is on the RFID readers tab, we clicked on capture chip starts, and I set up a oh, I forgot to check it. Let me do an auto finish gap. And I'm going to bump it down. The default is 10 minutes. I can bump it down to 1. And so I've already scanned a couple tags. So you can see that at the 13 seconds, that 13-second mark after the gun time, and the 9-second mark, I scanned 2 tags there. You see the -13 and the -9. And so I did that for bib number 300 and this one right here, 340. And so 326 has not been scanned yet. And so whenever I come across the finish line, I'm going to walk across with all 3 of these. And it's going to simulate that these 2 are finishing at the same time this person is starting. So what we should see is 2 finishing times appear, and then bib number 326 will have a gun start time, sorry, a chip start time of whenever I cross the starting line. So let's just go ahead and test that out. I'm just going to throw them across. All right, so now we have 2 finishing times, and we should see 326, I think that was. Or was it 346? Maybe that was in the men's race. Let's see here. I forgot what the number was. 326 maybe. So 340. Yeah, 326. So let's check out 326's bib number time. Yeah, there we go. 257. So yeah, so at 257 I threw that tag across. Now again, 326 is within the minute mark. So the moment, as long as he's standing here, it's simply updating his chip start time. So the moment I leave the starting line, so he's just left the start. Now we have a minute. So if we go back over to 326, we should see that now his chip start time is 317. Okay. Now it's going to update that every 15 seconds. So let's see if now it just updated. Let's see if he's got a new, 319. Okay. So 319 was the last time he was seen. So we're going to hide this for a little while, and you'll see that now, by the way, these have already finished. So if I throw them back across, it's not going to pick them back up again as a finishing time. These people can stand at the finish line all day long, and the software knows, okay, you've already finished, I'm ignoring you. But 326, if I were to cross right now, it's within the minute threshold. It'll simply update the chip start time. Let's go ahead and wait till 419. And then that should be the 1 minute threshold. And then we can walk this back across, and it'll show him as a finisher. And again, all this is done with this new feature in the RFID Readers tab called Auto Finish Gap. All right, we're almost there. 17, 18, that's okay, here we go. So 326, it's been over a minute. Here he comes, and they already read him. So there's 326. Okay, so that is the Auto Finish Gap. Again, that's a feature you'll only use if you have a starting line and finish line at the same location, and where you'll have people finishing while other people are starting. If you have any other setup, you wouldn't use that feature. So, of course, someone's going to comment or find some way it could be used in a different way, but that's what it's designed for. If you forget what I said, anytime there's anything questionable, anything I feel like people may have trouble understanding, there's a question mark button here. You can click on that and read what it says. So I try to put little helpful tools everywhere so that if there's anything you need help with, this software can help you out. But anyways, that's the auto finish gap and how to time a race with start and finish same location and finishers and starters coming at the same time.